Hello guys and welcome back to Tower of Blue, the One Chunk Iron Man account. It's been a while, we've been busy, we've been killing some ogres, and we're making good progress. I mean, the grind is slow, it is what it is, but it takes a long time per kill. I think on average we get around 50 kills per hour, something like that. And of course the drop rate for the curved bone is a 1 in 5,012. So it's fair to say that it's going to take a while unless we get spooned. So let's get into it. I'll show you what I've been up to over the last few weeks. Welcome to my chunk locked account. I must complete every possible task in a single square on the RuneScape map before I can move on to the next one. It's time to experience everything old school RuneScape has to offer, one chunk at a time. Oh my god, I thought that was it. Every time I get a long bone, I'm going to think it's a curved bone. Maybe I should just turn off the purple light because I'm going to think that's the curved bone every time. Ooh, a beekeeper random event. Not too useful, I don't think, but I may as well do it anyway. Collection logs are always nice. Easiest minigame there is. I love doing a beekeeper. It's so fast. And what do we get? XP lamp. Ooh, and the beekeeper gloves. Now, obviously, the gloves themselves are fairly useless, but we don't have any gloves on the account, so you know what it is. I will absolutely take it. Let's start by putting the XP lamp on Hunter for that Hunter XP. Still don't really know what the best thing to put the lamps in is, but a couple more of those and we'll get a level, so that'll be good. But we get the beekeeper gloves. Look at that. We actually get an item. We now have almost everything. We need a necklace and a ring. Now, on the topic of random events, not much happens in this chunk, I'll be honest. I get the occasional level up, the occasional seed drop, and the occasional longbone. One thing that can happen, though, are the random events. And there are a few that I hope for, so let's go through a tier list of random events that are beneficial during this grind. Absolute S tier is the Quizmaster Random. The Quizmaster offers a mystery box as a reward, which can give us a couple of useful items, most notable of all being the Mithril Scimitar. At a 1 in 15 drop rate from the mystery box, it is by far my best available weapon in the chunk, speeding up this grind significantly. The mystery box can also give a steel plate body, which would be my first piece of real armor on the account, as well as the exceptionally rare dragon spear. But of course, the Mithril Scimitar is the item that we most want to see. In A tier, we have the Gravedigger random event. The event itself is mostly useless, but it's unique in the sense that it has a deposit box within the minigame. I still don't have access to a bank in this chunk. We are living as an Ultimate Iron Man, so the Gravedigger random event is the single only way for me to deposit items into a bank. There's even a chance we don't get a bank in the next couple of rolls either, so being able to drop stuff off during this random event occasionally will be very useful. In B tier is essentially all of the one-click XP lamps, so the Genie and Count check. In one click, I give myself some Hunter XP, which could be nice down the line. I mean, once we get to level 27, 28, can't remember what it is, I can barehanded catch the baby Implinks, which will unlock a whole new host of things that we can get from that drop table, so that'll be cool. Alongside those is the Surprise Exam. It's not a one-click random event, but it offers 50% more XP than an XP lamp, so that is also in B tier. In C tier is the Beekeeper, the Drill Sergeant, the Freaky Forester, and the Mime. They also offer an XP lamp. They only miss out on B tier just because the minigame takes a little bit longer. It's not the one click of the Genie or the Count check, so they just drop a little bit lower, but they're still nice. Alongside those in C tier, we have the Maze Random for a chance at arrows and runes specifically. They are always nice to have. In D tier, we have events that don't strictly benefit the account right now, but are better than nothing. These include Evil Bob for some occasional fishing or magic XP, Captain Arnav, which is a bit of a wild one, but we don't have a necklace on this account, so it'd be cool to fill that slot, even if it is just junk. Dr. Jekyll for the occasional strength potion, which will speed up a few kills here and there. And of course, the Sandwich Lady for that 1 in 448 chance of getting the stale baguette, which is essentially useless, but it would be cool nonetheless. And lastly, in F tier, we have all of the other random events that essentially do nothing. No XP, no collection logs, and junk items that will inevitably drop in favor of inventory space. These are Niles, Miles, and Giles, the Drunken Dwarf, Posty Pete, the Mysterious Old Man, Pillory Guard, Flipper, Prison Pete, the Frogs, Rick Turpentine, and the Strange Plant. The strange plant, obviously, the fruit is quite useful, but during this grind, it really doesn't do much for me, and I have no way of banking it efficiently, so it does inevitably just get eaten or dropped, so that's why it's in F. But I still, whenever someone says, like, love the content, love the video, love this, my brain, like, almost goes in, like, denial mode, like, imposter syndrome. No shot, no way, yes, follow me. Don't get stuck. Oh, he's gonna get stuck. Right, come on. Let me do it. Oh, we've been waiting for this. Look at this inventory, man. I've never done this before. Where is the deposit box? Is this it? Just the mausoleum thing? Oh, this is gonna be so nice. Don't forget that when you've completed this event, you will be deposited where you left. So only deposit items that you can do without when you get back. Absolutely. Oh, this is going to be so nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so the long bones. We definitely don't want to keep a hold of the long bones. They are just annoying. We are not going to need the nature runes or the staff of fire for quite some time. Snapdragon seed, Renar seed. To be honest, all of the seeds can go. We're obviously going to get more of them at some point, but I don't need them right now. I'm not going to need them for, honestly, who knows how long. So let's get those out of here. Whiteberry seeds, gone. Strawberry seeds, gone. Belladonna seeds, gone. Obviously, I'll keep the big bones. That's it. Let's go. That's massive. That's massive. Dude, Leo, thank you so much. You've honestly hooked me up more than you could know. Oh, not even a collection log. I didn't realize I'd done that. Where's my collection log? Well, that was a waste of time. Well, it wasn't a waste of time. We've been begging for that random event for a while. No, I haven't got the zombie boots or the zombie gloves. Why didn't I get anything from that? An emote, maybe. You might be right. Ah, indeed. Good call. I don't really have time to touch my main account. Oh, this could be it, guys. Imagine the scenes. Come on. Please. I'm begging, man. I'm begging. Mystery box. Could this be it? Could this be the elusive Mithril Scimitar? If it is, I can't even explain how massive that is. Wait for the beat drop. Oh, I timed it so well. That was terrible. Oh, I'm not even keeping that. Get out of here. I love that you guys are still here just watching. No, like, no layup. Oh my god, every time that gets me. Every time that gets me, man. Literally, my heart skips a beat every single time with that. Yeah, it sounds like a really fun, fun concept, for sure. Rough indeed. Rough indeed. Oh, every time. I literally feel my stomach drop every time that happens. Every time. I don't know whether to be annoyed by this or not, but we're also, like, way under drop rate on longbones. They're 1 in 400. We've killed 649. You would expect, based on the drop rate, that we would have one and we'd be about halfway through to getting our second longbone. We have 4 of them. Bury the longbone? Nah, man. Once I start collecting something, I'm committed. I want to open that. Once we get the curved bone, I want to see how many longbones we have in the bank at that point. I gotta be really careful here. I'm like within 1 hit range and I'm missing all of these flicks. But we managed to get it. Let's get out here. Oh. Ogre just absolutely one-tapped me. Just like, back to Lumbridge for you. Alright, never mind. I guess I'll start the long run back to Ardy then. There's 60 attack, which is quite nice. Gets a 71 combat as well. I guess we will switch back over to strength now. Just try and get some of those max hits up. Maybe try and speed up the grind a little bit. That'll be nice. Don't actually get a lot of XP from this grind, which is surprising. I think when I first came into it, I thought I would be at like 80 combat stats by now. But honestly, it's not been happening. Defense, I'm just going to ignore. I don't think it's really that useful, especially since we have the 43 prayer. So strength it is. Oh my god, there's another one. Again, every single time it drops, I think it's the curved bone. It just like, for a split second, my heart skips a beat. But Not to be. We'll keep them collected for now. We'll see how many we get. Now, I'm not exactly spoiled for choice when it comes to weaponry in this chunk. I've been using the steel longsword purely on instinct. It's a one-handed weapon that allows me to train my melee stats individually, meaning I can focus on strength, which in theory will increase my DPS over time. However, one thing I drastically overlooked was that the fact that the steel longsword actually has an attack speed of 5 ticks, compared to the steel spear, which has an attack speed of 4 ticks. A viewer pointed out to me during a live stream that this difference in attack speed is more significant than I first anticipated. The steel spear with my current stats would save approximately 7 seconds per kill. What do you think? Should we try the steel spear? I mean, to get the steel spear, it would take like less than an hour, I'm sure. And in the long run could save me like, I mean, what's that? 2.1 versus 1.7, so about 7 seconds per kill. 7.5 hours potentially if I had to do 4,000 kills. It might be worth it. It might be worth it because training. My biggest reason, as I said, for not getting the steel spear or not using the steel spear was I didn't like the fact that you had to use shared as a combat style. But in reality, like training everything up at the same time isn't like the worst thing. It's not as good for the dopamine because the levels come in way slower. But should we just do it? Should we just get the steel spear? It is the same XP at the end of the day, so let's go for the spear. Let's go for the spear. Watch me go mega dry on the hobgoblin now. Oh, who's this? Yes, I got distracted. I got distracted by this guy just coming down the ladder here. Let's go. That didn't take long. We're back to this. It's been a while. It's been a while. I was using the steel spear for a while, actually, for the rats, and then I switched to the steel longsword. But that's good. That is going to speed things up quite significantly, hopefully. Hopefully. And I think just in the interest of inventory space, I think we just drop this stuff, no? We're going to do shared. Now, what is better? Crush or stab or slash? Well, it's equal all round. I guess the decision will be which animation do we prefer? That's going to be the only influencing factor. Let's see which we prefer. So I'm just going to put the prayer on. So this is stab, just a nice gentle stab. This is swipe, kind of weird. Not really even sure what he's doing. He's not hitting the ogre in any way with this attack. That is scuffed. Oh, we got crush. Oh, crush is kind of pog though, and it's fast. I already feel better. Why didn't we do this before? I'm honestly upset with myself for not doing this earlier. Okay, so I'm back at the hobgoblins, but why? Well, there's one more weapon in this chunk that I completely overlooked. I didn't even give it a second glance. I mean, how could it possibly be better for me than the steel weapons we've already tried? And this is that weapon, the Iron Sword. The Iron Sword is much worse in terms of stats than the Steel Spear, but it's the Goldilocks of weapons for my current stats. It has marginally worse DPS than the Steel Spear, but still better than the Steel Longsword due to its 4-tick attack speed. However, it does allow me to train my combat stats individually. Defense is not so important to us now that we have 43 prayer, however, attack and strength will increase my DPS over time. So I think the best course of action is to use the Iron Sword for just a little bit, increase my attack and strength, and then switch back to the superior Steel Spear to finish the grind. Has there been any consideration to going back to the red cape? Not really. I would love the red cape back, to be fair. Red matches the outfit, 100%. Now, I can't remember which goblins drop the red cape. It's a little change of pace. I think it's what, 1 in 64 maybe? It might be 1 in 128. I don't necessarily know. But surely it'll take like 5-10 minutes, no? Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Man, it feels good to like get a drop that I'm looking for on an account. That's what it's gonna feel like when I get the curved bone. That's what it's gonna feel like. but better. But here we go. We've been asking for this since episode 2, and we got it back. Ah, it's so much better. It's so much better. Like from behind as well. Kind of like goes nicely with the bronzish color as well. I'm very happy. Very happy. Which means we can absolutely drop the purple cape. Someone wants 944 GP, it's right there. Back to the red cape. Surely that is gonna bring us the RNG we need. And guys, that is where I'm going to leave you for this episode. I was just going to wait for this episode until I eventually inevitably got the curved bone, but to be honest, it just felt like it was taking too long, and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, maybe thinking that I'd given up on the series, something like that. So I thought it was important for me to get almost an update video out for you guys. Almost all of this is streamed live right here on this YouTube channel, so if you want to check it out, keep an eye out for the live streams. They will be happening fairly frequently. If you want to catch up on past broadcasts, previous live streams, they are on my new VODs channel. You can check that. The link is in the description there. If you wouldn't mind going over and subscribing, that would really help me out. And last thing to note is we do have a Discord. We got a great little community building over there, but the one thing that might be the most important for you is we have a guessing game going on right now for what KC I will get the curved bone on. At the time of recording this, I'm at a little over 3,000. We're at about 3,300 kills. So join the Discord, going to the guessing game channel, and put a guess in there on what KC you think I'll get the curved bone. The prize pool right now for that is 82 mil. So if you just guess closest, 82 mil coming your way. And of course, I will convert that into bonds if any Iron Man happens to win. But guys, I just want to say I'm honestly, even though this grind is long and arduous, I'm honestly enjoying every minute. It's a lot of fun. We have some crazy chunks on the horizon. We've been taking a look at some of the upcoming chunks that might come around, and there's some scary stuff out there. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Keep an eye on my Twitter. Keep an eye on the community posts. I will be letting you guys know when the chunk rolling stream is coming. I want you all to be there. It's going to be extremely exciting. But that's all for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one, when I definitely will have the curved bone. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.